Then we have baggage provisions. So in baggage provisions, we have certain allowances. And before that, what is baggage? Baggage refers to passenger's luggage that you know. And in baggage, if any dutiable articles are brought, are we required to pay baggage duty? Of course, we need to pay baggage duty. And what is the rate of baggage duty? So first you need to remember that in case of baggage, normal baggage, 38.5%, that is 35% baggage duty plus 10% on the 35, so that is 38.5. IGST, no, this itself is too much. On the top of that, IGST and all we don't have. Just 38.5% is the baggage duty. However, there are 3 articles for which the baggage duty will be 110%. What are those 3? Number 1, firearms, and then cartridges of firearms exceeding 50, then cigarettes exceeding 100, cigars exceeding 25, and tobacco exceeding 125 grams. So for these, the rate will be 110%. In all other case, the rate will be 38.5%. You can see that in the last page, page number 264. So customs duty rates on baggage and eligible for GFA. Eligible for GFA means general free allowance. And in that, these 3 articles plus 3 more articles not eligible for GFA. So what are those 3 more articles? Alcoholic liquor in excess of 2 liters, and thereafter we have gold or silver in any form other than ornaments. Other than ornaments means what? Gold bars, gold biscuits, etc. and all. Then LED, LCD, plasma TV. So first you need to remember like this. Generally for all goods the baggage duty will be 38.5%, and for 3 goods the rate of duty will be 110%. What are they? Firearms, cartridges of firearms, cigarettes exceeding 100, cigars exceeding 25, tobacco exceeding 125 grams. For that 110% is the rate. Remaining and all 38.5. In the 38.5 also we have 2 classifications. That is, there are 3 more articles which are, first these 3 articles not eligible, that is firearms, cartridges, this and all not eligible for GFA. Apart from this, there are some more articles, 38.5% is the rate, but in that also 3 is there for which general free allowance is not available. What is that? Gold or silver other than ornaments, alcoholic liquor beyond 2 liters, LED, LCD, plasma TV. And for these 6, general free allowance not available. First 3 110%, next 3 38.5%. For all other goods it will be 38.5% and general free allowance is available. Now in case of cartridges of firearms, beyond 50 only general free allowance not available and it will be 110%. What about up to 50? Up to 50 we can claim general free allowance and even 38.5% is applicable. Same is the case with cigarettes. Exceeding 100 only limit, like not general free allowance not available, but up to 100 can we claim? Yes. Cigarettes up to 100, cigars up to 25, tobacco up to 125 grams we can. Even alcoholic liquor up to 2 liters we can claim the allowance, and ornaments also we can claim general free allowance. Got it? All other goods. So whenever you see the question, first you need to segregate it into a table like this, and when you segregate it like this, then it will become easy for you to do the computation. Okay. Now coming back to this discussion, first we need to understand that there are 2 exemptions from baggage duty. So far whatever we have discussed is about the rates, and again we will see the rates once again, don't worry, but we need to understand the exemptions now. What are the 2 cases where it is exempted? Number 1, used personal effects is exempted. Used personal effects means what? So personal effects means which are for the daily necessities of the person is known as used personal effects. You can see next page. Personal effects means things required to satisfy daily necessities but does not include jewelry. Jewelry will not come under personal effects. And satisfy daily necessities, whether it is a necessity or not, so that will be a subject matter of discussion, so that changes from case to case basis. But in the question they give used personal effects, which means that whatever may be the value it will be exempted. And number 2, that number 2 is laptop. So one laptop for a passenger of 18 years and above. See the previous page, one laptop computer or notebook computer, passenger of 18 years and above, they might be coming from anywhere, that is also exempted. These are the 2 exemptions. And some cases they are also giving travel souvenirs. Travel souvenirs means when you visit a particular country, as a member of that particular country, you will be buying mostly this fridge magnet, etc. and all only we buy. Got it? So, because even one friend told me, I am couriering you one travel souvenir because I have been to Vietnam, like that he said. And travel souvenir, I also expected big thing and all, and I sent my address, house address and all. That idiot has sent me one fridge magnet that it will be available here itself. Why he brought it from Vietnam, I don't know. Okay, and the travel souvenirs are also exempted. Then we have general free allowance. You can see there general free allowance. So general free allowance is what? For dutiable articles. First two exempted articles. What are the two exempted articles? Used personal effects and travel souvenirs. Okay, then one more, laptop. 3. Laptop for not all, 18 years and above. Okay, next for dutiable articles there is a general free allowance. What is a general free allowance? See whether the passenger is coming from other than Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, rule 3. And if they are coming through, like if they are tourists of foreign origin, then 15,000. If there are others, up to 50,000. Okay, tourist of foreign origin. Who is a tourist? Definitely, they are non-resident. In income tax non-resident, what should be the stay? 182 days, correct? Less than or equals to 182 days. Convert into months, 6 months. So income tax 182, in GST and customs it will be 6 months. So who will be called as a tourist? Whose stay is less than 6 months. Okay, so this tourist meaning is common both in GST and customs. So what is the meaning of tourist? So this is common both in GST and customs. So stay in India less than or equals to 6 months. Stay in India less than or equals to 6 months. Less than or equals to 6 months is called as tourist. And why in GST there is tourist definition relevant? Because we have tourist refund scheme. Whenever we are making supplies to a tourist, it will be deemed interstate supply under GST for that purpose. Okay, so this is same, stay in India less than or equals to 6 months. So if they are a tourist of foreign origin, up to 15,000, others it will be up to 50,000. Suppose if they are coming from Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, and if they are coming by land route nil, and if they are coming by air, then it is 15,000. But remember, all these general free allowance is not applicable to infants, excluding infants, excluding infants, excluding infants, excluding infants. For infants there is no general free allowance. Who is an infant? Up to 2 years. Up to 2 years is known as infant, and for infants there won't be any general free allowance. So who is an infant here? Who is an infant? Up to 2 years is an infant, and for this person there is no general free allowance. Sir, use the personal effects, that is there, but general free allowance is not available. Otherwise, in the name of kid 50,000, 50,000 like that, easily it will come into India, and therefore it is not allowed for them. Infant child not more than 2 years of age, and there is nothing, no general free allowance. So you can remember this chart, general free allowance, but this is in addition to personal effects, used personal effects. Remember, used personal effects. Unused personal effects will be treated as dutiable articles only. For example, in question they give smartphone or mobile phone or camera, etc. Means it will be considered as unused. Unused means that will be treated like dutiable articles. If it is used, they would have given it under personal effects only. If nothing is given, means it will be unused. Okay, and used personal effects and travel souvenirs, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, land route nil, other cases up to 15,000, other countries tourist of foreign origin up to 15,000, other case up to 50,000. Used personal effects and travel souvenirs irrespective of value is freely allowed, but that should not be in commercial quantity. Suppose if it is like 100 fridge magnets, if they are bringing and all, they will not allow. Okay, then next, personal effects means things required to satisfy daily necessities, and the free allowance of one passenger shall not be pooled with the free allowance of any other passenger. For example, husband and wife went abroad, both are carrying one laptop, like both are bringing one laptop plus one gaming laptop also that they are bringing for their son. Now in this case, so whether that gaming laptop of 90,000 rupees, they can claim general free allowance? No. Even though both are eligible for 50 and 50 general free allowance, 50 plus 50 1 lakh, but for one product it cannot be clubbed. So one product will be kept in one's baggage only. So clubbing is not allowed. So which means only 150,000 limit can be claimed, and remaining 40,000 will be dutiable. So that is, this shall not be pulled with the general free allowance of any other passenger. The free allowance is not applicable to Annexure 1 items. So these are the Annexure 1 items. So firearms, LCD, LED, plasma TV, cartridges of firearms exceeding 50, but up to 50 we can claim, cigarettes exceeding 100, cigars exceeding 25, tobacco exceeding 125, up to those limits we can claim, liquor in excess of 2 liters, up to 2 liters we can claim, gold or silver in any form other than ornaments. GFA for household items are not available under this rule. Suppose if we have been to abroad and we have purchased one iron box or one kettle or one rice cooker, etc., for that can we claim general free allowance? No, for that we cannot claim. That cannot be called as used personal effects. Used personal effects means which are required for that person, that is dress, perfume, belt, shoe, socks, those things will come, but household items should not be brought under GFA. For household items there is a separate allowance that needs to be applicable. So however it can be claimed under rule 6. Then jewelry allowance. So rule 3 and rule 4 about general free allowance. All these rules are of which rules? Baggage rules. Baggage rules so should be taken. Rule 5 jewelry allowance. This jewelry allowance is applicable only for an Indian passenger who has been residing abroad for more than 1 year. Suppose if their stay is less than 1 year, they will not get, and this allowance is of no use here, because you see that how many grams they are giving, 20 grams, that too with a value cap of 50,000 rupees. Today 1 gram rate is 7,500 pa. So 50,000 divided by 7,500 will be 6.66 grams. Where to fold and keep that? So 6.66 grams only they can bring, okay, because even though they give 20 grams, but there is a value cap of 50,000. Maybe if they are bringing 18 carat, 18 carat maybe 10 grams they can bring, because 18 carat is 5,000 rupees that they can bring. So female passenger 40 grams with a value cap of 1 lakh. 1 lakh. So 1 lakh divided by 7,500 rupees, if you see na, 13.33 grams. I don't know what they will get. 13.33 grams. Definitely no, maybe one ring, not even bangle and all, maybe one ring, one small chain, like that kind of things maybe they can bring. So that much only allowed. But this is not something which is taken from India, because in India at the time of export of girls in the name of marriage, lot of jewelry also will be taken. All those things which they are bringing, they are not required to pay baggage duty on that, provided they are making a declaration here. But apart from that, if they are buying anything over there, because they do shopping, na? When they do shopping over there and they are coming, so when they can bring all those goods, for that only this limit will be, not for the jewelry which is taken from India. How to calculate this? First you need to see for weight how much is allowed, and thereafter for value how much is allowed, whichever is lower is only allowed. Say for example, so Mrs. A returning after stay in abroad for 2 years and bringing 55 grams with a value of 1,80,000. 55 grams with a value of 1,80,000 worth of jewelry. Now how much is the allowance? So we need to find how much is the allowance. First we need to see weight wise how much is allowed. What is the weight wise how much is allowed? 1,80,000 divided by 55 grams into 40 grams. Female. So into 40 grams, how much? 1,80,000 divided by 55 into 40. Weight wise 1,30,909 is allowed. Or B. So B value wise how much is allowed? 1 lakh. Whichever is lower, that is 1 lakh is allowed, and therefore what will be the dutiable value? So the dutiable value will be, so 1,80,000 minus 1 lakh, 1,80,000 minus 1 lakh, that will be 80,000. And whether this 1,80,000 is the market value of the gold? No, this 1,80,000 is the tariff value. What is tariff value means? Tariff value means, the value which is fixed by the government. So government from time to time, for the goods imported, they will tell this much is the value of these goods, like that it will be determined. This may not be the market value of that particular jewelry. So this is based on the tariff value. So this is how the dutiable value will be. And what is the baggage duty that is payable in this case? So baggage duty will be simple, that is 80,000 into 38.5%, So 80,000 into 38.5% comes to 30,800. That should be taken. And can they claim general free allowance? Yes, possible. So say this, if GFA not claimed, so then what would have happened? That is, she is coming from abroad and she is not claiming any other allowance. This is only what she is bringing apart from used person effects. So GFA also can be claimed. So what is a GFA? GFA of rupees 50,000 can be used for ornaments. But for ornaments we cannot use, sir. Who said? Gold or silver in any form other than ornaments we cannot use, but for ornaments we can use. Okay. Therefore, in that case, what will happen? So baggage duty will be on. Baggage duty will be on what? Only 30,000, because further this 80,000, 50,000 general free allowance can be claimed on that 38.5%. Okay. So that is 30,000 into 38.5%. 11,550. So this point is not tested in exam so far. So definitely they will be giving, be careful. So whenever they are giving a question on jewelry allowance, you will think only of jewelry allowance, but they can also claim general free allowance for jewelry. If they have not exhausted the general free allowance balance, they can use it for jewelry also. Keep that in mind. Okay. Then next one, transfer of residence. When a person is transferring their residence from abroad to India, then in that case for household articles they can claim allowance under rule 6. And what is that articles and how much limit they can be bringing? So if their stay in abroad is 3 to 6 months, they can bring a value of articles up to 60,000. Remember, 60,000. 1 year 1 lakh, and 1 year during preceding 2 years 2 lakhs, and above that it will be 5 lakhs. 3 months to 6 months 60,000, 6 months to 1 year 1 lakh, minimum 1 year in 2 years will be 2 lakhs, and thereafter it will be 5 lakhs. This much worth of household articles they can bring. And household articles, example like what we have seen, kettle or furniture and fixtures or sofas or beds, etc., whatever they want, everything I can bring. But annexure 1 articles is not allowed. Annexure 1, the same list of 6 articles is not allowed, and annexure 2 articles also not allowed. What are those annexure 2 articles? Color TV not allowed. But actually speaking, color TV is there in annexure 1 also, but they have specified as LCD, LED, plasma TV. Maybe this color TV could be some other OLED or something curved digital TV, something of that sort. Today lot of things are there na. Future definitely 360 TV will come. So wherein we can wear it and we can look any angle. Okay. And so that color TV also, any TV can be brought. Video home theater system, dishwasher, refrigerator of capacity above 300 liters. Up to 300 liters allowed? Yes. Up to 300 liters is single door. I don't know who will bring from there to here. And then deep freezer, video camera, cinematograph film of 35 mm and above, gold or silver uniform other than ornaments, you remove that because it's already there in annexure 1. It's already there in annexure 1, so it's a repeated point that is not required. Really they have given an annexure 2, but I said to remove it. Okay, reality it is given in annexure 2, but it's a repetition. Okay, so therefore in annexure 1 itself it is already covered. And some more conditions you see, depending on the time period stayed abroad by Indian passenger and fulfillment of condition, various articles, household articles are allowed duty free. And here for first point, second point no issue. For the third point there is a condition, should not have availed this concession in the preceding 3 years. For example, first they are going to abroad, stayed there for 1 year and they are returning, they already got the benefit. Again they are going to another country, again they are coming in the 3rd year, they will not get this benefit. Why they will not get this benefit? Because already in the preceding 3 years they claimed this benefit. Fourth point also same, this concession should not have been claimed by the passenger in preceding 3 years, and shortfall up to 2 months can be condoned. So the minimum stay should be for 2 years, and suppose if they stayed for 1 year and 10 months, it's okay, that will be permitted. During this 2 years also short visits should not exceed 6 months, means they will come and go. So during few days for wedding something etc., but that should not be more than 6 months in total. Suppose if it is greater than 6 months, that may also be condoned by the commissioner. Then next other points, all the above provisions are equally applicable to unaccompanied baggage. What is unaccompanied baggage? The baggage which comes either before passenger's arrival or after passenger's arrival. Remember like this, A for after, B for before, and alphabet A is number 1. alphabet B is number 2. So 1 month after arrival, 2 months before arrival. You can see all the above provisions are equally applicable to unaccompanied baggage, baggage that arrives 1 month after passenger's arrival or 2 months before passenger's arrival. And whether these baggage provisions are applicable to member of crew? No. Member of crew during the time they are in service, so these provisions are not applicable. They can bring up to 1,500 rupees worth of articles for personal family use. But after service, after their service, means the contract got over after 2 years, now they are coming finally, at that time normal allowances, all other allowances will be applicable, up to that only 1,500. Then passenger carrying non-dutiable and non-prohibited articles shall walk through green channel, and if they are carrying any dutiable and or prohibited articles shall walk through red channel. As soon as the passenger get down in the international airport, they need to go to the immigration. In the immigration, big list and all they will be mentioning, and there will be lot of details will be available. So they will know what are prohibited articles, what are dutiable articles, and they need to make a true declaration of those articles, and they need to walk through the respective channel. Suppose if they are making false declaration, that will be punishable, and passengers has to make true and full declaration regarding the contents of baggage. And there is a concept of temporary detention of baggage. As soon as the imported goods are becoming dutiable, but the fact that it is dutiable is not known to the person who is bringing those goods, he don't have to pay baggage duty. He can temporarily detain those goods with the customs officer. Again, when he is leaving, either he can collect that, or he can authorize any of his friend or family member to collect it, or he can ask the customs officer to courier it in his name. So no need to pay baggage duty on those articles. Is it clear? However, for example, I am bringing some 100 kgs of cocaine. Not possible, but if I am bringing, and suppose if the officer says, you are bringing this which is prohibited article, I cannot say okay fine, no issue, temporary detention of baggage, again when I am going I will take and go. No, definitely not possible. So say this, temporary detention of baggage where the baggage of a passenger contains any article which is dutiable or the import of which is prohibited, in respect of which true declaration has been made. Underline, only when true declaration has been made, this provision will be applicable. The proper officer may, at the request of the passenger, detain such goods for the purpose of being returned to him on his leaving India, and if for any reason the passenger is not able to collect the article at the time of his leaving India, the article may be returned to him through any other passenger authorized by him and leaving India. This is section 80, but full declaration should be made. Dutiable goods bought in India and taken abroad and on returning baggage provision shall be applicable if true and full declaration is not made while going to abroad. Okay, so bought in India and taken to abroad, and on returning baggage provision shall be applicable if true and declaration is not made while going abroad. That's what I told you. That is, so a girl is getting married and she is leaving, she is taking say some 40 kgs of gold, and because usually marriage, after marriage they give na, so that much of gold and all, and that she is taking, when she is taking that gold, so whether she has given true declaration, yes, then when the 40 kgs is coming back, no need to pay any baggage duty. Otherwise na, entire 40 kgs they need to pay baggage duty. And 1 year stay, that is grams sir, 40 grams, 20 grams like that. Okay, where we have kilos and all there, it's not 400 grams, 40 grams only, this is 20 grams only. Then next, customs duty rates on baggage, already we discussed this, this is about the baggage provisions. Okay.